to the Knockouts division, Indi Hartwell.
Hey guys, we soon gonna talk about Indi Hartwell and her recent signing with TNA and why TNA just picked up a big acquisition and Indi Hartwell. We'll talk more about it at the Pink Square Circle. Hey guys, we're at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about why Indi Hartwell signed with TNA is a huge deal and why sky's the limit for Indi Hartwell. Let's get the likes as we come into the Pink Square Circle and talk about it. Now, Indi Hartwell, we know that she just finished her 90-day after being released from WWE. We know that also she has not been sitting down since her 90 days. Recently, in the past couple months, she's been on independent scenes. She did lots of matches. She did stuff with Memphis Wrestling, and she's been doing lots of work. Like I said, she's been fired a while back now, and her 90 days been up. But the thing about it is, she's going to sign with a major company now, and that's TNA. Now, we know Indi Hartwell also, she has a YouTube channel that I spoke about before. And she also talked about how she did get released from WWE. She remained positive on the whole thing, and she just hope for the best, and she's going to continue to do what she got to do. Like I said, she's a great worker. I'm still upset that WWE released her, but meanwhile, someone else did pick her up as I predicted. I figured that TNA would pick her up. I didn't think she would go to AEW or NWA. I knew this, and I think it's going to be a great fit for her. She brings experience to the table. She's a former NXT Women's Champion. She has a lot to offer for the Knockouts division. Because we got to be honest with TNA, they don't have too many knockouts in their division right now. They just recently got Tessa Blanchard back, who's been gone for about 5 years. They lost Jordan Grace. They lost Deonna Purrazzo and Trinity, known as Naomi. They lost quite a few in the past several years. But I think Indi Hartwell, alongside Tessa Blanchard, and Masa Slamovic, who's the champion right now, currently in the Knockouts division, it would definitely beef up that division for TNA. Now, also with Indi Hartwell, I don't think she got noticed enough when she was in WWE. She was on SmackDown. She was with Candice LeRae, and I just thought it was a big fumble. But I will say, like I said, her appearances in Memphis Wrestling, and then also her appearance of this big match that she had, the biggest match since she left WWE, was at House of Glory, HOG for short, against Mercedes Moné. Now, they said this was a great match. They said it was great work from both women, and it definitely put Indi Hartwell on the map more as an independent wrestler, because we gotta remember she started independent wrestling back in Australia, which is where she's from. And also, Indi Hartwell is currently a champion. She made a video about it on her YouTube channel as well that we'll talk about. But I'm just happy that TNA finally signed her, and I'm glad we're going to see her on TV again. Now, she's going to make an appearance on TNA talking about her recent signing. She'll be on the next episode of TNA IMPACT. Now, we know with the partnership with WWE NXT, we're going to see our NXT programming once again, just not a part of the NXT roster. It'll be part of TNA. But let's talk about Indi Hartwell when she did accomplish that championship.
You hear the bell ring. Woo! Anyways.
Almost time, baby.
It's almost time. I'm wrestling Aisha. I talked about it in my last video. She's a little she's a cocky little I did that. The Queen of Melbourne is back. It's about to happen.
We're going to talk about Waffle House a little bit.
I knew it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. That's the last question, though. But let's about the first question. So last time I saw you, it was in New York. You wrestled Mercedes Moné.
Yep.
Tell me about that match for House of Glory, because it was amazing.
Okay, well, first of all, if you watch my YouTube channel, I mentioned this on there. I found out that the match was happening from seeing her Instagram story.
Yeah.
So I saw it posted on Instagram, and I was like, damn, okay, the match is happening. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. She was awesome to work. The crowd was amazing. Everything about it was amazing. Like, I was on such a high after that. Yeah.
Talking about your time within WWE, when you came out of Elimination Chamber, what did it mean to you to come out to the Australian crowd?
Well, first of all, I wanted to be on that show so bad. Like, that was like my biggest goal at the time. So being on that show, the crowd was amazing. All my family was there. I had so many old friends there. So that was definitely like career highlight, and then doing it alongside Candice was special as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you're also a former NXT Women's Champion. Now, when you won that championship, what did it mean to you? And obviously, maybe the title reign wasn't as long as people would have liked, but what did winning that title mean to you?
Well, my story is that I was inspired by Bayley and Sasha Banks from their NXT TakeOver Brooklyn match, and that was for the NXT Women's Championship. They both won that title, so that's what got me into wanting to start wrestling, and like it kind of just like helped me finish my story, I guess. And it was just such a cool moment. I think it shocked everyone. It shocked me as well. So yeah, it was just a cool moment. You're mentioning like all the cool moments that have happened to me.
There's been a lot of cool moments in your career so far. And like obviously there's still a lot left in your career.
Yep.
Now, what's like your goals right now? Is it go back to the WWE one day? Is it go to TNA, AEW? What's your goal?
My goal right now is to just like see what comes to me. So I'm doing a lot of conventions. I'm doing some indies. Like I'm going back to House of Glory. Kind of just taking it like day by day, week by week, keeping myself in good shape to just be ready for whatever comes.
Absolutely. Now, one of my final questions for you. You're looking forward to this, aren't you? I see everyone at home going, here it comes. Indi Hartwell, what is your Waffle House order?
I don't even know if I've been to Waffle House.
No. Okay, so
I may have. Maybe after I think I went to the Jonas Brothers concert with Grayson Waller, and on the way home, that was the only thing that was open. So I think we did get Waffle House.
Okay. You remember what you got?
Waffle House is kind of like IHOP and Denny's, right?
I wouldn't say it's like IHOP or Denny's. I would say it's like better than IHOP and Denny's. But yes, similar food.
So if I went to Waffle House, I would have to get a waffle and I would get egg whites as well, because I got to get my protein in.
Gotta stay healthy. I respect that.
Gotta stay healthy, but I gotta have a bit of fun too, so I get the waffle.
Of course. So Indi, where can they find your social media? So in case they're not already following you.
Yeah. So Instagram is Indi Hartwell. X is Indi_Hartwell. And for YouTube, you can just search.
Standing by with the newest signing to the Knockouts division, Indi Hartwell. Indi, how does it feel to be a knockout?
No, I mean, like, you can hear them. Gia, this is a dream come true for me, honestly. Like, oh yeah. It's a dream come true for me, and I want to say it's officially official. Indi Hartwell has crossed the line.
Now, Indi Hartwell also went on Muscle Man Malcolm. Shout out to him. She talked about her time at WWE. Now, this was shortly before she signed with TNA. He did ask her would she go over to TNA, but she's doing a great, tremendous job in the independent scene. Indi Hartwell also, she's just phenomenal. She has the height. She has the speed. She has it. She has pretty much it all. It's just she has to be marketed on a big stage. Now, we know WWE's the big stage of them all, but I think TNA will be perfect. And I believe, too, with her signing with TNA, I'm going to call it right now, I would not be surprised if she not only becomes the TNA Knockouts Women's Champion, I could also see in the later future WWE noticing this and re-signing her. And I would say not to NXT, but I would say back to the main roster where she belongs. So this could be a good start for her and a good stepping stone to get back to WWE. So that I see that happening with Indi Hartwell in the near future. I can see feuds right now in my head. I'm thinking about Indi Hartwell versus Tessa Blanchard, Indi Hartwell versus Masha Slamovich, Indi Hartwell versus Rosemary, Indi Hartwell versus, even Tasha Steelz. You got Ash by Elegance. You got lots of names on the roster. Like I said, TNA Knockouts Women's Division need lots of help. They've gone through a lot of changes in their front office with names of Scott D'Amore, Gail Kim, and others being gone from TNA. So they're definitely trying to get things back in motion. But hopefully it's for the good, not for the bad, which I see. But for the Knockouts division needs lots of work. Indi Hartwell would definitely give it a boost. Maybe if they sign a couple more knockouts, it would definitely get the knockouts division back to where it was back in the day where we had, the Madison Rain and Mickie James, Gail Kim, and Angelina Love and Awesome Kong and all them other names. It could slowly get back to those glory days of TNA if they sign the right people. And Indi Hartwell, I hope they don't put her in a tag team like they did with WWE. I would like for her to flourish only as a singles wrestler. Could she do some tag team stuff here and there? That's great, but I don't want to see her so much in a tag team role. I want to be in a singles competitor, not a tag team competitor, because that's where she belongs. And if I think they put her in a tag team competitor, it's going to really diminish her value and her worth. And we kind of saw that, in WWE. She didn't get that many singles matches like she should have. She's always was paired in a tag team competitor role. So that I do not want to see in TNA. I hope they don't book her that way. I really hope that she goes out as a singles competitor. That's what it's looking, because she says she's crossed the line. That's her slogan. So we want to see that happening with Indi Hartwell. So that would be great. Now, TNA also has more PLEs coming along. I can see Indi Hartwell showcased on that, because they do have, TNA has Slammiversary, of course, the biggest show of the year, Bout of Glory. They just had Rebellion. They also have Genesis. They have Turning Point. The list goes on and on. So all those PLEs, she could showcase her talent. All those PLEs, she could have very good feuds, very good stories to be told for the Knockouts division. And she, like I said, she could be the top of the Knockouts division if they do everything right with her. Now, hopefully she remains healthy. She doesn't have any major injuries or of any sort that will prevent her from wrestling, because that's the only thing I can see stopping Indi Hartwell from taking it to the top. Like I said before, sky is really the limit with her. She could really lead this division to where it should be. Her and Tessa Blanchard both for the time being. And, since she just get there, other women are not going to be there much longer, like Tessa Blanchard, maybe Masha Slamovich. They're going to be gone next couple of years or so, if not a year. So Indi Hart would be the best woman to lead that division. But other than that, that's all I have for why Indi Hartwell signed with TNA. Is a huge deal. Why sky's the limit for Indi Hartwell. Check out the content here at Pink Square Circle. Until then, guys, I will see you guys later.